Hello, hello, YouTube. We're going live in just a minute or two. Got some really cool stuff to talk about tonight. You know, you've heard of the follow me and I'll follow you, kind of a trend these days. So, we're going to talk about why it's a bad idea. It's such a bad idea. So, we're going to go live on TikTok at the same time. And you're going to want to stay to the end because I have some super cool ideas for content. Yeah. We're going to tell you what not to do, but then we're going to share with you some great ways to go live. All right. Should be done. I usually don't go live until 8:30, but I'm ready right now. I don't know about you, but I'm ready right now. All right, going live on TikTok. Hello, hello. We are live on TikTok. We're still live on YouTube. And I just wanted to let you know that tonight I have some golden nuggets for you. If you think follow for follow is a great idea, especially on TikTok. I've seen such a trend of people going and, you know, if you'll follow me, I'll follow you. Same with YouTube. It's the same thing. So, yeah, as TikTok lets people or my viewers know that I'm live, I just wanted to get into you. I'm going to share several scenarios on and reasons behind why it's a surefire way to ruin your social media experience. Yeah. So definitely want to listen in. So have you heard, has somebody asked you or have you seen anywhere, hi, Yancy Ramadan, have you heard of like if I ask you, if you'll follow me, I'll follow you. Have you heard that on TikTok or YouTube? Put a yes in the comments. Yeah, I'll follow you if you follow me. Can you hear me okay? Test, test. Yeah, it's on. Is this thing on? Hello. If you follow me, I'll follow you. If you do that, you are going to completely have a surefire experience of ruining your social media experience. So let's share why. And not only for you, but for the person who is asking for the follow. Same thing, right? So I'm going live on TikTok. I'm going live on YouTube. So if you see me look off, I am talking to all of my audience at once. All right. So yeah, if you follow for follow, it's a bad idea. And it's not only bad for you, but it's bad for them. So we're going to get into that. And you might think, hey, they asked me to follow them. They said they'd follow me back. You might think, well, you're being really nice to them, right? That's a nice thing to do. Hey, country boy, Alexandra, Junior, CM. You might think, well, that's a very nice idea to do, and you're being nice, and maybe you feel bad if somebody follows you, but you don't follow them back. Is that anybody here? Is that you? Do you feel bad when somebody follows you, but you don't follow them back? Yeah. You're going to be doing, if you follow them back, you don't even know what their content's about. You're going to be doing yourself a disservice to yourself and as well as the other person if you follow for follow back, right? Hey, Susan, Junior. So what does help is, for example, when you watch somebody's video in its entirety, like all the way to the end, right? And you keep scrolling, and then a couple of videos later, you kind of see that same type of video in front of you. Well, that is the algorithms really going to work, right? That's what the algorithms do. They find content that you like watching, and especially when you watch it all the way to the end. And then you'll start seeing more of that. It's the same thing on TikTok. It's the same thing on YouTube. Okay. But when you watch the entire vehicle, you're going to start seeing that. And especially when you like and you comment on a video, you're going to start seeing even more of that. So by changing your feed, you can change your feed up by stopping on a video that feels good to you, right? Is talking about the things you like to hear about and watching it all the way to the end. And you'll see, you'll get more of that, right? What you watch, you will get more of. And if some people say, well, all I ever see is negative things on social media, that's why, because you are watching negative things on Facebook. So you're getting more of it. So I hope this gives you value, because we're going to get into several reasons why you don't want to follow for follow, right? Just arbitrarily follow for follow. And I'm talking about not even knowing what their content is about, right? So why does follow for follow not work, right? It's kind of a two-way street to wrecking both of your social media platforms at the same time, even if you're trying to be nice. And I kind of did this in the beginning too. People would follow me and ask me to follow them, and why not, right? But I started to see a trend of that, and that especially like if you're in a Facebook group or a different platform, and they say, well, I need to build up my followers, right? So I can go live, or, I need to do this because of that. And they ask for follow. It's not a good idea to do that yourself, right? Because it's not good for either of you. It's not good for them or you. And so even if you feel bad, don't want to follow them. And because you're doing them a disservice, and you're doing yourself a disservice, because now you'll start seeing their content coming into your feed. And maybe that kind of content doesn't interest you, right? But you're going to get more and more of it, even though, and here's the worst thing, you're following somebody, yet you never look at their content. That's bad for them, right? You just scroll on by them. Miss Mac, hey, Tanya. So I would love to know, have you ever followed for follow? Just at random, right? I would love to know. Put that in the comments, and we'll get into more here. Yeah, you scroll right by it. You're not watching their videos. So that alone is doing them a disservice, right? It's causing their algorithms to not put their stuff out there. Not good. It's bad for business, right? So then they have a follower that's not interested in their stuff. And same for you. You now have a follower that is not interested in your stuff, causing your algorithms to not put your stuff out there for more to see. So algorithms, I don't know a whole lot about algorithms, but I do know that there's a secret to it and you don't want to mess with them. So the whole idea of following everybody back, each platform, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, each social media platform has a limit of how many people you can follow and how many people can follow you. There's a limit. Actually, on TikTok, it's 10,000 followers. You can't have any more than that. Or you personally can't follow that many accounts. Okay. I don't know if it's in a time frame or all together, but I know that there's a 10,000 limit on how many people you can follow, which goes the same way for everybody, right? There's only a limit of how many people you can follow. So here's the thing. Let's just say that one of your videos goes viral. Yeah, goes viral. That's awesome, right? Well, here's the deal. You want people to follow you once your video goes viral, of course, right? Well, they can't because they've reached their limit because they follow for follow, right? So that would be a good reason why you don't want to do that. And when the right people, you have a video that's gone viral and people are interested, you have the right people wanting to follow you, they can't no longer. So it's important to get this word out. So share this. If somebody's confused about algorithms or they keep asking people to follow me, I'll follow you, you want them to hear this video because it's so important. So, and really and truly, the number of followers really doesn't matter. I'd rather have followers that are interested in what I have to share. So are you a follower? Are you one of my followers? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I hope that you like my content. If you don't, I'm just going to kindly ask you to unfollow me. Remove me as a follower because I only want followers that really enjoy the value that I share. So I've got some really, really cool trending things for content here in a minute. I'm just going to get with them here in just a second. But you really want to curate your following to make sure that they get the content that they want. And as well, you get the content you want on your newsfeed. Make sense? All right. So there's another trend going on. Besides, I'll follow you if you follow me. There's another trend, and it's called Things I'd Rather Do Than Talk About. And it's just basically a trend where you list the things that you'd rather do instead of something that you don't want to talk about. And this is a big trend going on. And if you're creative and you're funny, you could do very well with this kind of content out there in TikTok, especially. Another really good content idea it's called Moments of Love. Now, this is a song that's gone viral. And basically, people think, well, I don't have a Valentine or I don't have a significant other. I can't do that. But yes, you can. Because Moments of Love, what you can do with that one is you can embrace the trends of basically summertime with that, wedding seasons, moments of your vacation, relationships with friends, grandparents, grandkids, like relationships like that. And you can also spin in your business when you started your business maybe, or, take any trend and turn it into your niche. And it could be like a relationship with family and then turn it into your niche. You can do that very, very simply with that trend. Now, there's a third trend that I wanted to share with you. You may not be aware of. but it's called Grab Only the Important Things. And basically it's around corporate offices or retail offices. It's called Grab Only the Important Things. So it could be a video of somebody grabbing the coffee maker, right? This is a big trend on TikTok right now. And what would you grab if, say, like you had to get out of the office, maybe a fire or smoke or some kind of emergency happened? Like, which one item would you grab out of your office? And that's a fun thing to do. Even if you don't really work in an office, you could kind of do it with any kind of scenario, I think. Grab the coffee maker, maybe that stapler, that would be funny, right? Or your favorite chair. And again, most have done it around the corporate office scenario, but that's a big trend going on. I mean, lots of ideas. So I've got 3 more trends for you, so stay with me. Hey, Miss Mac, Roland, and Junior, thank you for joining. So we're talking about trends on TikTok, especially, and YouTube, but follow for follow. We started out with that trend. Don't do it. If somebody asks you to follow them because they'll follow you, you really don't want to do this. And I talked about several of the reasons why you didn't. So we're going to get back to that in just a second. So here's another trend and another content idea. Share a pro tip, which I kind of am doing right now. Share a pro tip with your niche, share your expertise, share the tip from your perspective, right? So that's a big way to do content. Answer an FAQ question about yourself. That's always fun. Make a video about the questions you receive. That's a huge trend right now, right? You've seen them, the little box up at the top, that's the question, and somebody coming on and saying, yes, I'm going to answer that question for you. That's a big trend. So that's something that you can do. And there's people in my niche that do that all the time. And I just probably need to do more of that, right? And the third one is, it's called childhood favorites. And I kind of like this one a little bit because, it really helps people. You get more followers if you touch an emotion, if you touch their heart in some way. And so a childhood favorite, like a favorite food, I grew up on cabbage rolls. We had stuffed cabbage rolls a lot. I grew up Italian, but that was one of the foods I remember. Did I like it? Probably not, right? So share something about your childhood, maybe an activity, a vacation that you remember going on. Helping others remember their childhood is a big trend right now. So pull out some old pictures of yourself, share that. That's always fun, right? So these 3 trends: answering FAQs about yourself, content ideas, share a pro tip, and then relate it to your niche. That's another big trend right now. Sharing your expertise. And then childhood favorites. So we just talked about that one. So I'm going to go back to what I started talking about. The follow me, I'll follow you is a bad idea. Okay. And hey, thank you for calling. Hey, thank you for watching, Cindy. Appreciate you. So, and I gave several scenarios on the reasoning behind why it's such a surefire way to ruin your social media experience, right? Follow for follow is a bad idea. And I see that a lot. I see people asking that all over the place. And it's a bad idea not only for you, but for the person who is asking for the follow back, because you might think, oh, they're following me, I should follow them back. No, don't do that, right? You're not being nice. You're not helping them at all. In fact, you should say, I'm sorry. Well, first you should take a look at their content. Let's just say, first of all, see if it's some kind of content that you would be interested in on your newsfeed. Because once you follow them, that's where it's going to be. But the main way you can get more content on your newsfeed is to simply watch somebody's video from beginning all the way to the end. Once you do that, you're going to start seeing other videos just very similar to that. Okay. And once you do that, you might think you should like and comment. Now, that will even bring more of that same kind of content into your newsfeed. But the whole follow for follow, it's not good for them either, because now they have a follower that is not interested in their stuff, typically, right? So you want to make sure if somebody asks you to follow them that you are interested in their content, okay? And by watching the entire vehicle or the entire video, you're going to start seeing more videos like that. That's the algorithms going to work for you, and it works every single time. So to change your newsfeed, start watching more. If you want more positivity, a lot of people say, well, I don't do social media because it's all negative. Well, all they're watching is negative stuff. That's why they're getting more negative. Does that make sense? So we talked about that. We talked about a lot of the new trends coming up, and a couple of them were for growth strategies, right? It's the long run. So don't look for fast followers, right? Don't jump on that trend. But some good trends that you can do that are fun is, and if you're creative and funny, you could do things I'd rather do than talk about. That's a big trend right now. Moments of love, we talked about that. Embraces not only, lovers, but summertime. It could be wedding seasons. Could be somebody celebrating an anniversary. It could be moments on a vacation, relationships. But spin it into your business. We also talked about another trend called grab only the important things. And that is kind of the setting. The majority of those videos, they're talking about like a corporate office kind of setting or a retail space kind of setting. But I think you could do that with pretty much anything, grabbing only the important things. Like you could run out of your house with like a coffee maker or your favorite chair. I think you could do that even if you're in a corporate office or not. So those are all the trends. One trend not to do, follow for follow, but all the other trends are going on. And man, just hop on a trend and make your video, make your content go viral. So I hope you have, I hope you got some value from this. I appreciate you jumping on, and that's all I got. Do you have any questions? Any questions about what I just shared? I'd love to know. If not, we'll see you. I'm thinking of going live in the early afternoon time of the day instead of in the evening. So you may see some changes there. I'll be sure to let you know that's what I'm doing. But I'm thinking it's going to be a certain time during the afternoon. Central time, of course. Probably 2 o'clock Central. All right. We'll see you then. Bye for now.